In the heart of a sunny forest, there lived a tiny chibi snail named Shelby. She was small, she was slow, and she had the biggest dreams of anyone in the whole woodland. One morning, she spotted a bright poster nailed to the giant oak tree. It read, "World's Slowest Marathon, open to all creatures. First finish wins eternal glory." Shelby's tiny eyes went wide. But before she could even celebrate, her neighbor, a snooty chipmunk, crossed his arms and laughed. "You? In a marathon? Oh, Shelby, you're funny. You'll finish sometime next century." Shelby felt a pang in her tiny heart. But then, she lifted her chin, tied on a teeny sweatband, and declared, "Then I'd better start training today." Training began at dawn. Shelby crawled laps around a single daisy, once, twice, 3 times, huffing and puffing with every inch. Her coach, a wise old turtle named Coach Terrence, watched with a proud nod. Days passed. Then weeks. Shelby trained in the rain, through mud puddles, over pebbles that felt like mountains. Some days she slipped. Some days she cried little snail tears. But she never, ever, stopped. Finally, race day. The forest path was decorated with wildflowers and tiny flags. Creatures of all kinds lined up at the starting line, a beetle, a caterpillar, a garden worm, and of course, Shelby, bib number 0.001, glowing with determination. The starting horn blew, POT. And they were off. Well, very, very slowly off. The crowd cheered wildly from the sidelines. Even the snooty chipmunk had showed up, though he still looked skeptical. Hours went by. The beetle finished. The caterpillar finished. Even the worm finished, and had time to take a nap. But Shelby was still going. Inch by glorious inch. The sun began to set, painting the sky gold and pink. Some spectators had gone home. But a few faithful friends remained, cheering her name with tiny glowing lanterns. Shelby. 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 And then, she saw it. The finish line. A glittering ribbon of gold stretched across the forest path, shimmering in the last rays of sunlight. Shelby's heart pounded louder than a thunderstorm. With one final, monumental, heroic inch, Shelby crossed the finish line. Confetti exploded. The crowd erupted. Even the chipmunk was on his feet, screaming and waving his little arms like a complete maniac. Coach Terrence placed a tiny golden medal around Shelby's neck, a tear rolling down his wrinkled shell. "You didn't just finish the race," he said softly. "You showed every single one of us what courage really looks like." Shelby looked up at the glowing sky, her tiny medal gleaming, her trail of silver sparkles stretching all the way back to the start. She smiled the biggest chibi smile in the whole wide world. Sometimes slow is the most powerful speed of all. Snail sparkles.